When your soul is in order, life doesn't suddenly becomes perfect, it becomes true. Now let's look at what actually happens. 1. Inner peace replaces inner conflict. You stop fighting yourself. The constant tension between who you are and who you think you should be dissolves. There's a quiet steadiness within you, even when life is noisy. 2. Clarity of identity emerges. You know who you are beyond roles, titles, culture, or expectations. Decisions become easier because they come from truth, not pressure. You no longer outsource your worth. 3. Emotional stability becomes natural. Your emotions doesn't disappear, but they stop controlling you. You feel deeply without being reactive. Triggers turn into teachers instead of weapons. 4. The mind becomes a servant, not a master. Thoughts slow down. Overthinking loses its grip. The mind starts working with the soul instead of against it, translating inner knowing into wise action. 5. Your body responds with grounding. Sleep improves, breath deepens, your nervous system feels safer. The body relaxes because it's no longer carrying unresolved inner wars. 6. Purpose rises without force. You don't chase purpose, it reveals itself. What you are here to do feels obvious, not heavy. Your gifts express naturally because they are following from alignment. 7. Relationships shift and refine. You stop bonding through wounds and start connecting through truth. Some relationships deepen, others fall away without bitterness. Love becomes cleaner, freer, and more honest. 8. Integrity becomes effortless. You don't have to try to be authentic. Your words, actions, and values line up. What you say yes or no to comes from inner authority. 9. Faith becomes knowing. Belief matures into embodied trust. You're no longer begging life or God. You are co-creating from awareness, alignment, and reverence. Then you feel whole, not perfect, whole. And from wholeness, everything else reorganizes. When the soul is in order, life moves from survival to alignment, from noise to knowing, from religion or rules to lived truth. Your soul is not separate from your life. It is the source field or your personal domain from which your environment, relationship, and personal experiences arise. Whatever is happening within you is quietly organizing what happens around you. Here's how the influence unfolds across the key areas of your life, and we start with how your soul affects your environment. Your environment responds to your inner state. When your soul is aligned and at peace, your surroundings tend to feel calmer, lighter, and more supportive. You naturally create order, beauty, and flow without forcing it. When your soul is suppressed or conflicted, your environment often mirrors chaos, stagnation, or heaviness. This is why some spaces feel safe and nourishing, while others feel tense. Even if nothing obvious is happening, your soul sets the emotional tone of the space you inhabit. Now let's look at how your soul affects your relationship. Now let me go back to repeat what I said earlier on. Your soul is not separate from your life. It is the source field or the domain from which your environment, relationship, and personal experiences arise. Whatever is happening within you quietly organizes what happens around you. So, how your soul affects your relationship. Relationships are soul mirrors. A grounded soul attracts honest, respectful, emotionally available connection. A wounded or disconnected soul may attract relationships rooted in dependency, control, or misunderstanding. When a soul is aligned or whole, You no longer chase connection, you resonate with it. People don't respond to your words as much as they respond to your inner frequency. Healing your soul heals your relationship patterns. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Most people hear this phrase and think it is only about romance or marriage. But from a soul perspective, it carries a deeper truth about recognition, alignment, and essence. It is about soul recognition, not ownership. Bone of my bone means I see your essence, not your appearance. Flesh of my flesh means your expression matches my truth. The soul recognizes someone not because they complete you, but because they reflect who you truly are. The soul sees essence, not physical form. Bones represent your inner structure, your truth. Flesh represents your outer expression, how your truth shows up in the world. So the phrase means your inner nature and my inner nature come from the same truth. It's about alignment, not attachment. A soul aligned person does not take away your identity, they activate it. They lift up your purpose, not distract you from it. They walk beside you, not over you. Soul connection is freedom, not control. It shows energetic compatibility. When two souls share the same spiritual blueprint, trust feels natural, communication flows, silence feels safe, their presence awakens your dormant strength. This is the soul saying, you fit the frequency of my being. Soul partnership is divine partnership. It means two people come from the same source, carry the same truth, and walk with a shared purpose. You do not belong to each other, you recognize each other. You mirror the truth within one another. The deeper meaning for life today, this teaching reminds us true connection begins in the soul, not the body. True partnership is built in the inner world first. True love is not possession, it is recognition. When a soul says, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, it simply means your essence is aligned with mine. Your presence strengthens who I am. You walk the same truth I walk. So we will look at how your soul affects your personal experiences. Let me go back to remind you that your soul is not separate from your life. It is the source field or domain from which your environment, relationships, and personal experiences arise. Whatever is happening within you quietly organizes what happens around you. So how does your soul affect your personal life? Your soul governs how you experience yourself. When your soul is heard, you feel clarity, purpose, emotional stability, and self-trust. Decisions become intuitive rather than forced. Motivation flows naturally because it's soul-led, not fear-driven. When your soul is ignored, burnout appears. Confusion increases. Life feels heavy even when things look fine externally. Your personal growth doesn't come from doing more, it comes from listening deeper. The truth is, your soul is the invisible architecture of your life. Heal the soul, the environment soften. Align the soul, relationships transform. Honor the soul, life flows with meaning. Nothing around you is random. Everything is responding to the state of your inner world. Health is not just the condition of your body, it is the expression of your soul's alignment through your body. Your well-being is a living mirror of the relationship between your soul, your heart, your mind, and your physical vessel. When these four move in harmony, the body becomes a temple of clarity, peace, and vitality. Let's look at core principles of health from soul perspective. 1. Health begins in the soul before it shows in the body. Your body never speaks first. Your soul whispers, your emotion signals, your mind interprets, your body manifests. This is in the body often begins as disalignment in the soul, ignoring your inner truth, suppressing your emotions, living against your values, staying where your spirit feels restricted. When the soul is in distress, the body eventually carries the weight. 2. Your body is the physical echo of your inner world. Every thought releases chemistry. Every emotion shifts your energy field. Every belief shapes how your cells respond to life. From the soul's perspective, peace is medicine. Gratitude is nourishment. Purpose is vitality. Joy is immunity. Truth is detoxification. Your body listens to the conversation you have with yourself. 3. Emotional well-being is soul hygiene. Just as you shower your physical body, the soul requires emotional cleansing. Releasing old pain, forgiving yourself, honoring your limits, allowing your heart to feel. Holding emotions is like holding your breath. Eventually, your system becomes starved for release. Emotional honesty is spiritual oxygen. 4. True well-being is alignment, not perfection. From the soul's viewpoint, health is not measured by how perfect your body looks, how strict your routines are, how disciplined you appear. Health is measured by how deeply you live in alignment with your inner truth. You can eat well, exercise, and sleep 8 hours, but if your soul is unhappy, the body will still feel heavy. Alignment brings natural restoration. 5. Rest is not laziness, it is sacred recalibration. Your soul heals most in stillness. When the body rests, the soul reorganizes your energy, releases tension, and realigns your inner system. Rest is a spiritual technology. Silence is medicine. Stillness is a reset button. 6. Self-love is the foundation of all healing, not the romantic type, but the soul-level self-love that says, my life is worth caring for, my body deserves compassion, my soul deserves honor. When you love yourself at the soul level, you naturally eat better, set boundaries, choose peace, walk away from toxicity, listen to your needs, you stop fighting your body and begin partnering with it. 7. Your body speaks the language of truth. Physical symptoms are not punishments, they are communications. The question is never, what is wrong with me? The real question is, what is my soul trying to tell me through my body? Tension often means overthinking. Fatigue means overgiving or misalignment. Anxiety means your soul is being ignored. Chest tightness often signals unprocessed grief or truth. Headaches can indicate mental overload or internal conflict. The body is the soul's messenger. 8. Spiritual health is the highest form of well-being. When the spirit is grounded, anchored, and connected, the heart softens, the mind clears, the nervous system relaxes, the body regenerates. Your physical well-being determines the quality of your human experience. A misaligned spirit leads to confusion. A steady spirit leads to clarity. 9. Well-being is a circle, not a line. There is no finish line in health. Your well-being evolves as your soul evolves. Every season requires new listening, new nourishment, new boundaries, new expressions of self-care. You are a growing soul. Your health practices must grow with you. 10. When your soul is well, your life becomes light. True health is not only physical, it is the feeling of being light inside yourself. When your soul is at peace, your steps feel guided, your relationships softened, Your energy flows, your creativity awakens, your body feels safer to heal. You glow from within because your soul is not fighting your life. In summary, the soul's equation for well-being: soul alignment, emotional clarity, mental peace, physical health. This is the order of true healing. This is the foundation of a well-lived life. When we say God is not a respecter of persons, we are not talking about rules, rewards, or external behavior. We are talking about essence. God does not relate to us through titles, labels, or appearances. God relates to us through the soul, because the soul is the breath of God within the human experience. Every soul comes into this world with a purpose already encoded in it. Purpose is not something you earn, it is something you remember. Your calling is not determined by what you do on the outside, but by who you are becoming on the inside. That is why no two souls have the same path, even when they serve humanity in similar ways. However, this is an important truth many people miss. While the purpose exists, the expression of that purpose depends on alignment. You can be called and still be disconnected. You can be gifted and still be blocked. You can have a divine assignment and still struggle, because the soul requires awareness, honesty, and growth. God does not cancel purpose because of mistakes, but the soul cannot fully express truth when it is ignored, suppressed, or lived unconsciously. The soul thrives on truth over illusion, growth over comfort, awareness over denial. When you are aligned with your soul, purpose flows effortlessly. You stop forcing life, you stop competing, you stop comparing. You begin to move naturally toward what you were created to do. This is why inner work matters more than outer performance. This is why healing matters more than pretending. This is why self-awareness matters more than approval. You are not here to impress God. You are here to express God. True love, light, truth, creativity, wisdom, and self-mastery. Your soul already knows the way. Your life becomes peaceful when you listen. God gives the purpose. The soul carries the assignment. Alignment allows fulfillment. And when the soul is aligned, purpose does not struggle. It reveals itself naturally, powerfully, and in perfect timing. Now, this message is to the perfect people. Confidence doesn't come without making mistakes. Dreams are never fulfilled without taking small, imperfect steps. Victory never comes without overcoming challenges. Wisdom is not born from always being right, but from being willing to learn. Growth never happens inside comfort. It happens when fear is faced. Be intentional. Be willing to grow. Be willing to adapt to change. Challenge yourself. Never be afraid to try something new. Your soul depends on growth, intention, and courage, not perfection. Truth about your existence that you must know. 1. You are a soul first. You were a soul before you were born. Your body is temporary, but your soul continues forever. Your life on earth is just one chapter of a bigger story. 2. Life is about learning, not just surviving. Many people focus only on money, comfort, or success, but your soul cares about one thing: awareness. Awareness of who you are, why you are here, and what you carry inside. 3. Your truth shows you the way. Everyone has their own path. Your soul knows what is right for you. If something feels peaceful and true, follow it. If something drains you or feels wrong, it is not for you. 4. Your outer life reflects your inner state. Life mirrors how you feel inside. You don't attract what you want, you attract the energy you live in. Change within, and your life will change. 5. Pain teaches you something. Pain is not punishment, it is a message telling you something needs healing or changing. Every painful moment carries a lesson to help you grow. 6. Love is the real language of life. Love is more than an emotion. It is the energy your soul is made of. When you act from love, you expand and grow. Where there is fear, you shrink and get blocked. 7. You are connected to everything. You are not alone. You are part of all life, people, nature, and creation. Life is not happening to you. It is happening with you. You and life work together. 8. Life is about becoming better. You are here to grow. Every choice, every challenge, every relationship helps you evolve. Change is part of your purpose. 9. Your soul is always speaking. Your soul talks through intuition, peace, discomfort, dreams, signs, inner knowing. Life becomes confusing only when you ignore your inner voice. 10. Your life has a purpose. You came into this world with gifts, wisdom, and a mission. You are not here by mistake. Your life is meaningful. Your journey matters. Final thought for you. Life is not about reaching heaven later. Life is about awakening the heaven already inside you now. You are not just living a life. Your soul is learning, growing, and becoming through you.